there's a lot of fear that AI is going to take all of our jobs, all of our, and I think at the core, what is a job? It's a group of tasks, right? And just to think that all the tasks will go away, the ones we do today, maybe, but I think there is something inherently in the human essence of what we are to always strive for more. And it's interesting. I was looking at, and I'll show this up for the folks that are on YouTube, but I saw this by Anthropic the other day. It's showing in what domains agents are being deployed. But I think this like hits at the core of like how much untapped opportunity there actually is. Because we've all seen the software engineering, it's at 50% here, but there are so many domains where it's just not even being applied in any way, shape, or form. So there's so much opportunity here. And I think the other one that was interesting too, these both just kind of, you know, came together in a similar way. But me and you are in this space every day. Like we just assume everybody's like knows about this, is super interested in it, is freaking out about it. All of our listeners are probably in a similar spot. But this is showing that each dot on this chart is showing 3.2 million people. There's one red dot where people are actually going deep into this using agents. There's about what, I don't know, 6 to 8 that are paying $20 a month for AI, and maybe an eighth that are using free chatbot tools. And 8 tenths or so of the chart, people are not even using AI at all.
Right.
This just blew my mind in terms of I have to constantly remind myself how early we are in this world.
Yeah, I think it's quite telling that these early adopters not only have been playing around with it, but have been able to identify and move key workflows of their own life into it. I mean, how many of us go to ChatGPT right now and say, hey, I've got this rash on my back. What is this? Well before I'm going to drive to an urgent care,
Yeah.
right? Or how many people would say, hey, how does this work when in this contract, in this sort of scenario, well before I go and pay an attorney hundreds of dollars an hour.
Yeah.
So the early adopters are already understanding that there's these agentic competencies, within these AI agents. But the problem is that they're oftentimes pretty shallow, right? I mean, it doesn't take long. If you're an expert in a field, you realize very quick that the agents are confidently wrong oftentimes, or
Yeah.
or they'll hallucinate answers altogether. And so that's a little bit terrifying because we are so quick to embrace these agents for critical information or critical advice when they are not necessarily always equipped. So how do you navigate something like that where you want to embrace this competency and it tells you it thinks it knows the answer, but it doesn't say I think it knows the answer. It confidently tells you the wrong answer.
Yeah.
And so that's a big concern when it comes to just pure agentic solutions. And that creates an opportunity for humans who have those skills that are being laid off of their jobs, but they have the competency, they have the knowledge, they have the experience, can still